And this is why fasting and praying and making sure that your heart is right with Yah is very important. This is why he says, I'll lead them over to a reprobate mind. When you think you know what you're doing, but you don't. You think you know the answer, but you've been deceived. Especially for the elect. This is why the scripture said that, in these times, the times we're living in now, that even my very elect will be deceived. Let's just think about that. Let's just think about King Ahab and King Jehoshaphat trying to see if they can go to war and get some victory. And we got 400 prophets that are prophesying that they will. But then a true prophet comes and says, hey, I'm going to tell you whatever the Yah says. See, me personally, my name is Fraser, right? I am not important at all. But at the end of the day, if it cut me, if it kill me, if it makes me look like a fool in your eyes, I'm still going to tell you what's written, Jack. I'm still going to tell you what Yah said. Let's just think about that. Let's just think about that. And then the prophet said that, hey, I had a vision. I saw Yahweh standing there with the council, and they all trying to figure out how to get you, man. And one stepped up and said, hey, I would be a deceiving spirit. And I would deceive him through the mouth of his prophets. Was let you know that his prophets was evil. Because he was able to be. Who you listening to? Who you entertaining? Who you breaking bread with? Who words do you consider to be truth? Huh? Your own? Your wicked heart? The desires of your heart? Things that you want to do? And this is why we got to pay attention to what is written. We got to pay attention to what is written. Man, it'd be the most dumbest thing in the world, to me at least, when I'd be sitting back listening to people come up with their own schemes and their own plans and actually hopping in the driver's seat and directing their life, right? And the stuff be sounding good. Like, dang, that sounds kind of right. That sound slick, as they say, right? But then you grab a book and you check what they own against the book, and it's like, oh, what they doing sounds slick. It even sounded slick to me till I checked the book, right? And then you know, like, dang, they headed for failure. They headed for disaster. And all you can do is what the true prophet does. Give them the truth. Give them the warning. And when you do that, your hands kind of clean. Give them the truth. Give them the warning. Step back and let the word do the rest. Because that word don't come back void, Jack. Never. Never. So I would encourage everybody, take what you're doing. Take the path that you're on. Take everything that you're about and put it up against the word, man. Don't put it up against what you feel. Don't put it up against what you think Yah is telling you to do. Put it up against the scripture. Put it up against what Yah said through his true prophets. I'm talking about the true prophets. I'm talking about Yeshayahu, Isaiah, Yirmiyahu, Jeremiah. I'm talking about Ezekiel, you know what I mean? Amos and Zephaniah, you know what I'm saying? And Zechariah and Obadiah, you know what I'm saying? And Malachi, and David, and Moshe, and of course, Yeshua himself, and the apostles. Take what you're doing and put it up against the true prophets of the scriptures. Got some dude on YouTube that you're looking at. Okay, that's cool. Take what he's saying, put it up against the true prophets in the scriptures. Take whatever, and my name is Frazier, take everything I am saying and put it up against the word. I think right now is probably, one of the most times I've ever talked. And I only don't got the book in my hand because I decided to take a walk. But we just read the book. And it just hit me earlier. Thank you. Thank you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, brother. I'm telling you, man, you have to take whatever you're doing, everything that you're saying, your path, your mode of life, your direction, your daily routine, take it all and put it up against the word. Do not put it up against what you feel, what you think, your heart. Don't do none of that. Cause the stuff be sounding slick, yo. But once you grab them scriptures and you start flipping through them pages, you get to seeing like, man, I was really off. Because what I was on ain't written. And then you gotta you can't just use one scripture. Because that's what Satan tried to do, right? Satan tried to take one scripture, you know what I'm saying, and say, hey, didn't it say that, hey, if you throw your stuff off the side of this cliff, because you ain't dash your foot on the stone, it's not going to happen to you. That's what is written in the Psalms, right? But then Yeshua said, but it says in another place. So even if it's just, because see what happens, Satan will use one or two scriptures here and there to deceive you. This is how these false prophets and these big mega $1 million churches get built, because they take one or two scriptures that are actually written and then build upon it, and then some false come out because they not. See, what happens is this. I don't want to get too much off into this. It's one tree, right? All right, we know the root. One tree, we know one body, many members. You know what I'm saying? And so what happens is, what the false one would do is take a branch off the tree and build with that. He'll take a branch, break it off, and build a church with that. He'll take one element of the wholeness and build upon the one element instead of taking in the whole wholeness.